Hello everyone, Sarah Buckland back here for our usual monthly update on our mentorship program for our special mentorship group that is coming, following up with us and meeting with us on WhatsApp. So for the others who are looking on, welcome as well. And if you're interested to actually join our mentorship program, you can leave a comment below and with your email address, and we will get in touch with you. All right, so as usual, what we're doing today, we will be reviewing for the leaderboard regarding the persons who actually completed all or most of the assignments in the previous month. And we're also going to be covering what to expect for this month, June, God willing. And before I move on, I must extend hearty congratulations to everyone for completing yet another month, and I'm pleased to report that we're actually more than halfway into the program. So we just have 2 full months left. August will be not really a full month for our mentorship. So congrats for staying with us, and for the newcomers, we hope that for this new month as the first full month, that you will take advantage of the resources that we have here to continue to equip each other in the faith. So without further ado, what we'll be doing now, as usual, I am gonna just do a brief recap of what we covered last month. Last month's topic was on worldview and you, dangers of an evolutionary mindset. And as usual, we had our apologetics book for the month. So last month we had looked at the ultimate proof of creation by Dr. Lyle. We also had Dr. Lyle come on in our workshop along with Mr. Reeves, and it was, both speakers were so riveting. If you haven't watched that, you can go back on our channel and review that workshop. It will be worth it. So with all of our discussions and the ministry projects we're working on, we have accumulated scores for the leaderboard again for this month. And I am pleased to report the leaderboard for this month. We have our top 5, and the country of Barbados has, both participants from Barbados have actually come on top as having perfect scores this month. Chad Brown and Maureen Brown, I congratulate you heartily for your hard work. Also to Francis Walters Tavares, who has always been working hard. Janelle and Marcel, all 3 of you, you did half of the assignment. So congrats as well to all of you. I'll also make special mention to Daniel Chai and Shaniqua Rutherford, who also participated somewhat in some of our points-based activities this month. But hearty congratulations to all of you, especially those with perfect scores this month. As always, we have other sectional recognitions, and for this month, the most active in our group was Mrs. Francis Walters Tavares. Congratulations, you were the most participative in the group, as well as Chad Brown, Janelle Campbell, Nardia Nesbeth, the newcomer. I want to really congratulate you for, even though you just came, you have been posting in our group and sparking discussions. That's what we love to see. I also want to recognize Maureen Brown again and Dr. Wayne West for his valuable contributions to the discussions this month that help to equip each other and help us to think through certain issues that are relevant to the faith. So thank you so much to all the participants. We also want to recognize those who have already started in their subgroups for their mentorship projects. And these are the 3. Shaniqua Rutherford in the Faith Facts Flyers. She actually submitted her first flyer very, very early in the game. So we want to recognize her for her effort, as well as Chad Brown and Maureen Brown, who also submitted their first drafts to their respective mentors. So I want to give you a round of applause. And for those who have not necessarily been on the leaderboard, we thank you for being here in our community, and we encourage you to, participate more. Maybe you fell off the train, but it's not too late. We all really, really appreciate your presence in the group. And so we hope that you'll be able to participate more once time allows for you. So congrats again. All right. So the next part of my presentation, as always, is I'm going to just give you a sneak peek of what to expect for this month's mentorship. Our theme for this month is handling and deconstructing opposition. And our verse for the month comes from 1 Peter 3, verse 15, which says, "But in your hearts, sanctify Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give a defense to everyone who asks you the reason for the hope that is in you, but respond with gentleness and respect." So let's keep in mind that verse as we do our activities and our normal reflections, etc., because it's a very, very core verse in how we should approach opposition and challenges to our faith, and especially persons who come with these challenges. All right, so now for an overview of what our week breakdown of activities will be. So as you can see in the schedule, we have 4 main activities for the month. Starting tomorrow, God willing, the 2nd of June, we will be selecting our chapters that we would be interested in. And our special book for the month is a very interesting book. I have not actually been able to read it through, but it has gotten really high ratings in the online space. I've also subscribed to some they actually have an email course, and I've read through those. But the information that they've actually had were very, very practical. And so I'm very excited to be reading it with you. So it's Tactics, a Game Plan for Discussing Your Christian Convictions. And we will be selecting the chapters that each of us will be dealing with for this month. So that will be our first activity. Next week, God willing, we will be attending the workshop, Mission Manfield, and that one should be actually a full house. So we'll have our very, very special guests. Our own Dr. Wayne West from the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society will be one of our special guests for this month. We'll be looking at, how to respond in grace without compromise to specific oppositions to the Christian faith, a sexual rights agenda. We'll also meet a professor who was sacked from his job because of a certain course that he had actually looking at the boundaries of science. So we'll hear his testimony and his experiences that he had learned from these things. We also have someone trained in psychology that will help us to harness our personality for effective evangelism. So I am looking forward to actually hearing the speakers myself. And we encourage you to register for the workshop. So the registration link will be available also for you, whether you're in the mentorship group itself or just an interested passerby. You can come on. It's all free, and it's all for our equipping, especially as Christians, in the minefield, the spiritual warfare that we are facing. So that's the second week. So in our third week, we will be discussing or chapters from the main book that we'll be looking at this month. And the fourth week, we'll also be expecting to have the second draft of our mentor assignment. And there are really 3 groups, but 2 have been active thus far. So if you're not yet part of a group, but you want to do something practical in applying the skill set that you've learned, please message me. And we will arrange you to be connected with a sub-mentor. So we have a group looking at counter-Christian policies and how we as Christians need to combat it. So we're actually writing articles to magazines and letters to the editor. We also have a graphic design group that is designing faith-based facts, looking at the reliability of the Bible in many fields. And there's also a science apologetics group that should be working on either an article or a video or a combination of both. So just let me know if you are not part of a group and would like to join that second draft, or it could be your first draft if you did not give in your first draft. That will be due the 4th week of June, 4th Thursday of June, if God's will. And we have a new addition for June. In our orientation, we had actually discussed the possibility of a quarterly fellowship, whether online or in person. We can discuss the feasibility of such and what we'd want to do. We would want it to be light maybe some games, or if we are up to it, maybe even going out, but we'll see how safe that is and we will discuss that. So let's hope, because we do know that fellowship is an important part to this entire mentorship experience. So let's be in touch. And as usual, I'm reminding you that all the content that has been in our groups, they're in the boards app. So if you go on Google Play Store and you type in boards, you should actually see boards. And I have a special link that you can actually get all the content curated. June is already up, June's content. And so I'm reminding you, if you haven't yet, to connect there. We have the full text of the book already there, so you don't have to be endlessly scrolling in the WhatsApp group. And so you have all the content if you want to review at your fingertips. So again, thank you so much for joining with us. And we just encourage you to keep in prayer, keep alert, and keep motivated as iron sharpens iron. Let us continue working together in the faith and pray for each other and pray for our world as well, definitely. So have a blessed month, and God bless you and your families. Until we meet again, God willing. Thank you.